What's up everybody, I'm Logan from Sleepopolis.com, and today I'll be comparing the GhostBed and Tuft Needle mattresses. I'm going to go over some similarities, differences, and who should go with one over the other, so stick around to find out if you should buy the GhostBed or Tuft Needle. Now the first way I want to differentiate between the GhostBed and Tuft Needle mattresses by talking about the different materials used in the constructions of them. So first up is the GhostBed mattress, which is an all-foam bed-in-a-box mattress just like the Tuft Needle. It uses a cover that is a mixture of polyester and viscose. It's pretty thin, pretty breathable, nothing really to write home about though. Now the top layer is the comfort layer, and it's made of latex foam. Now latex foam is known for a couple of things. First up, it's really good at dissipating body heat, helping you sleep a bit cooler. It's also got this quick response to pressure, so you're not going to feel stuck as you sink in for pressure relief. You're going to have some good mobility, be able to change positions pretty easily. Now those two factors are important because the next layer down is kind of a contouring layer. It's a layer of memory foam. Now memory foam gives you that classic kind of contouring feeling as you sink into bed, but it is also known for a couple of things like trapping body heat and making you feel stuck in the mattress. So by placing the latex foam over the memory foam, you kind of get this nice medium firmness that you're able to sink into a little bit for pressure relief, but you don't get that same heat trap or the stuck feeling in the mattress. Now below those two layers is the high density polyfoam base of the GhostBed mattress. Now it's there to support the layers of foam above it, as well as give shape to the GhostBed mattress, and it is a really popular material that's used in a lot of mattresses, including the Tuft Needle. Now the Tuft Needle, just like the GhostBed, is an all-foam bed-in-a-box mattress. This one is made up of only 2 foam layers. So the cover of the Tuft Needle is polyester. It's pretty thin, pretty breathable. Again, nothing really to write home about here. Now the comfort layer of the Tuft Needle is their proprietary TNN foam. Now when Tuft Needle made this TNN foam, they basically took a look at 2 different things. They want to make sure there's enough pressure relief. They want to make sure it didn't sleep too hot. So I think they actually did a really good job. The foam has a pretty much medium firmness to it. You're going to be able to sink in. There's some good response to pressure, so you're not going to feel stuck as you roll around, change positions. And I also find this foam to be really breathable, so it's going to help you sleep a bit cooler. Now below that, there is no transition between the comfort and the support of the mattress. Now the support of the Tuft Needle is like the GhostBed, high density polyfoam. It's really firm material. It's going to give you support as well as give the mattress its shape. Now of course the most important thing when choosing a new mattress is what it's going to feel like to actually lie in bed. So I want to give you my opinions on the feels of both the GhostBed and Tuft Needle. First up, the GhostBed in my opinion has a firmness of like a 7 out of 10. That's just a hair to the side of a firmer feel. I generally think of a medium firmness as like a 6.5 out of 10. So that's that nice mix of support and pressure relief. When lying on my back, my weight's pretty evenly distributed. I do feel more on top of the mattress. There's a little sinking in to that latex and memory foam, but you're able to change positions really easily. Again, that latex foam helps to defend against the stuck feeling in the memory foam below it. Now as I roll onto my side, you know, this might be a little bit too firm for some of the stricter side sleepers out there. I think if you roll onto your side for a portion of the night, you're going to be okay here. Again, it's still pretty much right in that medium firmness range. However, when you roll onto your stomach, I think it might be a little too soft for the strict stomach sleepers out there. I generally think strict stomach sleepers need a little bit firmer support so their hips don't sink too far into the mattress, and it helps keep their spinal line in a good position. So I think it's good for back sleepers and combo sleepers who roll around, change positions a little bit during the night. I don't think you're going to like it so much if you are a stomach sleeper, and if you're a bit heavier, thinking that 250 plus pound range, I think you're probably going to look for something with a little bit more support than this. Now for the Tuft Needle, I actually think it's a little bit firmer than the GhostBed. I rate it at like a 7.5 out of 10 on the firmness scale, so that's getting a little bit firmer. There's really good support here. I felt like it did a really good job. Keep my spinal line in a good position. My hips were sinking in the mattress when I was lying on my back. You know, if you are a back sleeper and you like a firmer feel, I think the Tuft Needle is a really great choice. There's really good mobility on the Tuft Needle, so again, I didn't feel stuck. Even though there is a little bit of sinkage into that 3 inches of Tuft Needle foam, I still think it has kind of that medium to medium firm feel to it. When I was rolling onto my side, I did feel a little bit of pressure start to build up. If you're a really strict side sleeper, I think you want to be careful here. You might want to look for something a little bit softer. The Tuft Needle Mint, which we'll talk about in a little bit, is a little bit softer, has a little bit more transition, so side sleepers may want to check that one out. Now rolling onto my stomach, I felt like the Tuft Needle did a good job of keeping my hips from sinking in. Like I said before, I think stomach sleepers should generally look for firmer mattresses so it keeps their spinal line in a good position. So kind of to recap, I think it's a good choice for the back and stomach sleepers out there. The side sleepers may find it to be just a little bit too firm, and there's good mobility, so you will be able to change positions pretty easily. So while today I'm mostly talking about the flagship mattresses in the GhostBed and Tuft Needle lines, they both make other models. I want to touch briefly on those here. I'm going to start with the Tuft Needle Mint, which is also an all-foam bed-in-a-box mattress. Now it has a transition layer between the comfort layer and the support layer, so it makes it a little bit softer. I think it's a really great choice for the side sleepers out there. And another added bonus for the Tuft Needle Mint is that they have increased edge support, so that's going to allow you to sleep all the way to the end of the bed without collapsing it, rolling out of bed. It's a really nice benefit for couples. Now in terms of price, it ranges from $650 all the way up to $1,095 for the king size mattress. Next up is the GhostBed Luxe, which is a bit more of a luxury option. Now this one has a really plush, soft feel to it because of the heavy use of memory foam in its construction. But something else that they've done here is include phase change material in the cover and gel infusions in the memory foam to really help defend against the heat trap that memory foam can be known for. I really like the GhostBed Luxe for side sleepers because you're gonna be able to sink really deep into it for pressure relief. Now in terms of price, it comes in at $995 for the twin size and ranges all the way up to $1,725 for the king size mattress. And finally, the GhostBed line also includes the GhostBed Flex, which is a hybrid bed-in-a-box mattress. So hybrid means it's a mixture of foam and coil layers. Now, the foam layers on the top of the GhostBed Flex have a really plush feel, not too different from the GhostBed Luxe, but there's a bit more mobility thanks to those coils below. I think it's a really great option if you're looking for a little bit of bounce and also want to sleep cool. Now, in terms of price, it ranges from $895 to $1,625. Now I really like both the GhostBed and Tuft Needle mattresses, but I want to give some recommendations here on who I think should go with one over the other. First up, the GhostBed. I think it's a really great choice for the combo sleepers out there. That construction of latex foam over memory foam really allows you to sink in for a bit of pressure relief while still being able to move around, change positions without feeling stuck in the mattress. I also think it's a really great choice thanks to its durability. Latex tends to be a really durable foam, and it's got a 20-year warranty, which is a really impressive warranty for the kind of online bed-in-a-box market. Now the Tuft Needle I would recommend to the back and stomach sleepers out there. Again, it's got a little bit of a firmer feel to it than the GhostBed, so it's going to do a good job supporting your hips, keeping them from sinking into the mattress and keeping your spine aligned in a good position. That's something that both back and stomach sleepers really need to pay attention to. I would also recommend it for those looking for no frills affordability. The Tuft Needle is made of two foam layers, so it's really just a straightforward foam mattress, and it comes in at a little bit less expensive than the GhostBed mattress. Now, if you still can't decide whether you want to buy the GhostBed or Tuft Needle mattress, I want to give you a little bit of purchasing information to help make up your mind. First up is the trial period. The GhostBed comes with a 101-night trial period, while the Tuft Needle comes with a 100-night trial period, so pretty similar there. So you can have them in your home for just over 3 months, deciding whether you want to keep it or send it back. Now, in terms of a warranty, the GhostBed is a bit longer with that 20-year warranty I mentioned before, which is really good for the bed-in-a-box market, compared to the Tuft Needle, which has a 10-year warranty, which is kind of the standard for the online mattress market. Of course, you want to check out exactly what those cover on their website, but you know, the GhostBed is a pretty good warranty. Now they both ship for free, they both arrive compressed in a box, so you want to let them kind of decompress for a little bit before you actually sleep on them. Now in terms of price, the GhostBed is a little bit more expensive, ranging from $445 to $1,095, while the Tuft Needle is a bit less expensive than most online mattresses, costing at the low end $350 and ranging up to $750 for the king size mattress. So that's it for my comparison of the GhostBed and Tuft Needle mattresses. I hope it helped you decide which one is better for you. If your mattress search continues, hit subscribe because we're going to keep putting out more reviews that help you find the right bed for your home. Also follow us on Facebook and Twitter so you don't miss any of our sleep news or giveaway announcements. And check out sleepopolis.com for all of your sleep needs.